We're back from Kevadia into the studio, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a glimpse of what we have in store as far as Alexa and our entire design team has put together for you to get perhaps a never-before experience and nowhere else experience except here at CNN News 18, your election nerve center. Zaka and Maria with me. Let's quickly look at some of the key candidates in these 93 assembly constituencies and who are the ones who really have a story to tell and perhaps a point to prove. First up, you have the incumbent Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, who was given and put on the saddle 18 months ago. It was a full rejig of the cabinet. He's quite popular. He is from of course, the dominant Patidar community. And he is going to be fighting from what has always been a BJP's bastion, that is Gatlodia. Jignesh Mevani from Vadgam is a sitting MLA and firebrand Dalit leader. He is now with the Congress party, although that triumvirate of Jignesh Mevani, Hardik Patel and Alpesh Thakur, two of them have moved out of the Congress. In fact, Hardik Patel will be contesting from Viramgam and he will be on the BJP symbol this time around. So he went towards leadership within the state Congress and then quit that and came back and is now going to fight. And you also have Chotubai Wasawa. He is going to be contesting from Jhagaria as an independent. Now he's a tribal heavyweight. He's aiming for the 8th straight win. Interesting story there again. His son getting a ticket, then giving up the ticket, and now all energies will be focused on the father who's going to be contesting on an independent platform. And of course, Alpesh Thakur. Out of the triumvirate, Jignesh, Hardik and Alpesh, two of them are now with the BJP. So a lot has changed between 2017, and then you also have Amit Shah, who is a former state party president and sitting MLA. He's also among the key candidates, and he will also be fighting from Amklav. You have Maninal Waghela, who is again contesting against Jignesh Mevani in Vadgam. He's a former Congress MLA who recently joined the BJP. And Jignesh Mevani and Maninal Waghela will be up against each other. So Mevani, will he get the Congress votes, or will the Congress MLA pull away his supporters in favor of the BJP? We'll have to wait and watch. Interesting how dynamics have changed from last time to this. Last time on ground action was Alpesh Thakur with the Thakur community, Jignesh Mevani within the Muslims, and you had Hardik Patel rising up, creating a lot of issues between the Patidars. The Kadua Patels, Lewa Patels, all of them had different opinions. This time around,
no,
even jhande bhi nahi lag rahe ground pe. That's what's happening.
I think the Patidar agitation, what it did was, we talk about the voter turnout and why it fell. You have to get voters enthused enough for them to come all the way to the voter booth. I think one of the reporters last time said, when the agitation was happening, this was in Surat, there were voters traveling from Surat, traveling all the way to Saurashtra to cast their vote. That kind of enthusiasm we're not seeing this time around, which is why the voter turnout figures fell as well. But very quickly on the rural versus urban divide, as far as this phase is concerned, remember, Gujarat is one of the most urbanized states in the country. But if you were to look at even this phase, there are a hell of a lot of rural seats. Out of the 93, 58, almost 60 seats, so 2 out of 3 are rural seats. And there again, it was even Stevens last time around. It was in fact one better for the Congress, 28 versus 27 of the BJP. Even though the BJP had a higher vote share. BJP had a 45% vote share, Congress only had 42. And a lot of that came from either here, this is Banaskantha, the tribal belt, or it came from the cooperative belt. You will see the BJP making inroads in both of these belts. The question is, can the Congress compensate for that by winning in some of the urban pockets, or will the urban pockets continue to be the guard of the BJP? I think that is going to be where this phase is going to be decided. Remember, in North Gujarat and in Central Gujarat, the Congress did pretty okay last time around. This time around, will they, outmaneuver the BJP, get more seats than the BJP in those rural belts? Given the voter turnout that has fallen in the rural belts over the last, compared to the last 5 years.
Highlighting becomes important, the fall in the women voters.
Yes.
And that women voter is very critical for the BJP. We have seen their enthusiasm. I was in that belt particularly, the cooperative belt.
36 lakh people are part of that cooperative movement in Gujarat, churning out 250 lakh liters of milk every day. She spoke to some of them, and there is a shift, largely Congress, but you spent time in Anand and Kaira.
Particularly among the women, and women there, Zaka, were talking about money being, that sense of empowerment that I saw was phenomenal. I have not seen in any other state of India. And Shireen, let me ask that question. What are you seeing in the morning? Are there women standing in the queue? I can see Siddhant as well. I'm going to come to you, Siddhant, in just a bit. Shireen first. Yes, Shireen.
Well, Maria, like the Election Commission said that the urban apathy continues in Raisan, which is in fact a rural area. The things are much different. We are seeing that there are people who are coming in large numbers to vote. You can see, like you mentioned, yes, the women are also here in large number. Let me directly go across to them. Ma'am, आप किस मुद्दों को लेके यहाँ पे वोट करने आए हैं? यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ग्रामीण इलाका भी है, तो क्या विमेन सिक्योरिटी है या क्या है, काम को लेके है, किस चीज को लेके आप यहाँ पे आज वोट करने आए हैं?
काम के लिए
काम के लिए। आप मैम, आप
काम के लिए।
काम के लिए अभी तक जो काम हो रहा है, क्या ये अच्छा काम हो रहा है, चल रहा है यहाँ पे?
जी।
तो ये जो ग्रामीण इलाका हो गया और जो शहरी इलाका हो गया, वहाँ पे समस्याएं बहुत अलग होती हैं, तो यहाँ की क्या समस्याएं हैं आपके लिए?
मेन तो मीन्स स्प्रेड्स करते हैं लोग, उनका है, और थोड़ा ट्रैफिक का समस्या है।
अच्छा।
वो अगर सुलझ जाए तो अच्छी है।
शिरीन आप इनको पूछिए, इन्होंने वोट किया, ये पहली बार वोट कर रहे हैं, कितनी बार वोट किया? शिरीन आप उनको पूछिए कि कितनी बार इन्होंने वोट किया, लास्ट टाइम भी इन्होंने वोट किया था। आप इनसे ये पूछिए जो लोग वोट नहीं करने आ रहे उनको क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
ये अभी यहाँ पे ना 20 मिनट ही हुआ है यहाँ पे खुल के, लेकिन मैंने देखा कि काफी लोग यहाँ पे नंबर में आ गए हैं। तो ऐसा क्यों है कि शहरी इलाके में कम लोग आते हैं, आपके यहाँ पे लोग ज्यादा आते हैं? कितनी बार आपने वोट किया है यहाँ? अभी तक कितनी बार वोट कर चुके हैं आप?
यहाँ तो 2 बार वोट किया।
2 बार वोट किया
हाँ,
है अभी
पहले
तक?
तो हम नरोड़ा रहते थे।
अच्छा, तो अभी यहाँ पे शिफ्ट हुए हैं। तो अभी आपने कितनी बार
फर्स्ट टाइम है, हम जामनगर रहते थे।
अच्छा,
फर्स्ट टाइम।
तो यहाँ पे क्या काफी अब नए लोग यहाँ पे आते हैं क्या? रेसान में नए लोग रहने आते हैं क्या? है
इधर तो नए लोग ही है,
नए
ज्यादा
लोग।
नया
नया एरिया है
पूरा नवा एरिया है। इसके हिसाब से सब लोग अहमदाबाद से ज्यादा यहाँ शिफ्ट हुए हैं।
हाँ।
इसके हिसाब से फर्स्ट टाइम सबका वोट है ये।
अच्छा, पहली बार सबका वोट है यहाँ पे।
रेसान में वोट है, रेसान में पहली बार वोट है।
फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर्स इज व्हाट दे आर आल्सो रेसान।
First time voters in Resan.
Yes,
First time
रेसान में
voters
पहली
in
बार
Resan.
वोट है। Yes, and that also a very special area this is, because yesterday it was Prime Minister who had in fact visited his mother over here. The mother also lives here and she will in fact be coming out and vote. आप लोग यहाँ पे पहली बार रेसान में आप भी यहाँ पे वोट कर रहे हैं?
This is the second vote.
This is the second vote.
Yeah.
So what is the issues here that you feel?
There are no as such issues. We are just looking at the development out of the Gandhinagar city. And you can see the surrounding areas, Raisan, Sarkasan, Kudasan. They have developed humorously. It is becoming second tier city now.
Okay.
Did you see
साउथ
the PM
गांधीनगर
yesterday?
अल्पेश ठाकुर इस बार लड़ रहे हैं, शंभुल जी नहीं लड़ रहे हैं इस बार। तो क्या विल इट बी एन इशू? क्या आप लोग काफी 2008 से जो है इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में हमेशा से शंभुल जी जीतते आए हैं, बट इस बार अल्पेश ठाकुर को टिकट दिया गया है?
रिजल्ट का कुछ कह नहीं सकते।
नहीं, लेकिन क्या मतलब
It is basically the good governance will win.
गुड गवर्नेंस विल विन। सो दैट इज व्हाट द पीपल हियर हैव बीन सेइंग, दैट गुड गवर्नेंस
जलपान,
विल
यही मैसेज आ रहा है रायसान से। लेट मी गो टू सिद्धांत who is joining us from where Home Minister Amit Shah will cast his vote roughly around 9:30 a.m. Siddhant, what are you seeing? Very different or similar to what you saw in Surat?
Well, Surat, the polling booth I was reporting from, I could witness more enthusiastic voters this time around. Here in Naranpura, where I'm reporting from, where Home Minister is going to cast his vote, the people are coming, but they're not coming in large numbers, and the voting has started. In fact, people have started queuing up also outside the polling booth. Sir, आप अभी आए हैं क्या? Thank you. इनको बात ही नहीं करना, आप बात करेंगे sir? So there you see the enthusiasm is less. Sir,
No, they don't want to talk. They want to vote. That is also good.
that is also there, Anand. Yes.
पहले मतदान, फिर जलपान। कई जगहों पे हमने ये केसेस भी देखे कि उसके बाद ही कन्यादान, the couples went out to vote first and then they went to get married. But in this, do you see a difference within the enthusiasm, voter level enthusiasm in the urban pockets compared to the rural pockets? Or do you believe that, oh, there's this lady who's just walking in to vote right behind you, a big smile on her face?
Yes, the lady has just gone inside, Anand. So there is enthusiasm, Anand, but also, the voter turnout is less. And in fact, Election Commission has to step in and request people to come out and vote. But also, Anand, this is also responsibility of the political parties, because I've seen on various seats where BJP is strong, they have their booths few meters away from the polling booth, and they are making sure that that people come out to vote. So on those seats, the voter turnout is more. But on the seats where BJP is not that strong or they don't have their booths available, in those seats, the voter turnout is not that great. And other than BJP, if we talk about the urban seats, other than BJP, no other party is giving efforts on booth level in urban seats. In rural seats, the other parties are giving more efforts to make sure that people come out to vote. So it depends on seat to seat.
You were also showing that enthusiasm. And that enthusiasm is also not there today. Perhaps it's reflecting what you're seeing on the booth. थोड़ा घूम करके और दिखाइए सिद्धांत, क्या माहौल है?
No, yes. So I will go and speak to people. People are not really interested in speaking here, and in fact, we'll try to speak to some of them. People are also not coming out. I cannot see queue or a line outside a polling booth here in Naranpura. But this is a BJP bastion.
There is a red carpet which has been drawn, and there are people early morning. Siddhant, let me pull away from you. Let's quickly go across to Ranip, because the Prime Minister's cavalcade was at the ready when Zaka was just getting into the magic wall. We got a shot of the Prime Minister's cavalcade just about to set out, where he will go ahead and cast his vote. Arun Danta, what's happening on ground? Are people coming there to vote? Are they coming to get a glimpse of the Prime Minister?
Well, Anand, people are getting crazy here. Not only people of this area, but in fact, the neighborhood, they are also present here to witness Prime Minister Modi's presence here. In fact, let me try to speak to few people and, try to assess the emotions and feelings. आप बताइए सर, आपने वोट डाल दिया है?
नहीं, डालने को जा रहे हैं।
इधर डालने जा रहे हैं?
हाँ।
क्या इश्यूज हैं यहाँ पर? क्या किन मुद्दों को लेकर आप लोग वोट डाल रहे हैं?
उसने तो क्या नहीं किया गुजरात के लिए मोदी ने, यही कहना मुश्किल है। मोदी ने सब कुछ किया है, आयुष्मान कार्ड से लगभग सब बता दिया है उसने। आयुष्मान कार्ड में लोगों का पक्का ऑपरेशन किया, गरीबों को अनाज।
खुश है विकास से? इधर भी चलते आनंद, आप बताइए कि आप लोगों के लिए क्या इश्यूज हैं यहाँ पर? अभी प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी आने वाले, अपना वोट कास्ट करेंगे, आप यहाँ के वोटर हैं, क्या इश्यूज हैं आप लोगों के?
कोई इशू नहीं। वैसे मोदी जी ने जो करा बहुत करा, गुजरात के लिए काफी कुछ अच्छा करा है। वो इन जैसे प्राइम मिनिस्टर के लिए हम बहुत धन्यवाद है। हमें भगवान ऐसा प्राइम मिनिस्टर हमेशा के लिए दे।
आप बताइए सर, अभी पीएम यहाँ से ओपन जीप में निकलेंगे और हम देख रहे हैं कि क्राउड पूरी तरह से यहाँ पर लोग अभी क्या 1 घंटे पहले से लोग जमा होने शुरू हो गए हैं। किस तरह की भावना है और क्या इश्यूज क्या है यहाँ लोकल इस इलाके में?
ये हमारा भाई है, उनको कोई चिंता नहीं है कि इसमें उधर कोई तकलीफ हो गया। वो हम 1 हफ्ते से उनकी तैयारी कर रहे हैं कि हमारा भाई आने वाला है, वो गुजरात का शेर आने वाला है।
गुजरात का शेर है ना? आप बताइए।
ये गुजरात का शेर है, उसमें कोई भी हिम्मत नहीं है। और जो जिस तरह से गुजरात का और भारत का जो विकास किया है, उसमें बहुत बड़ा बलिदान है।
इनका वोट कहाँ पे है? इनका वोट वहीं रानिप में है।
आपने वोट डाल दिया? आपने
नहीं, अभी डालने का बाकी है।
आपका वोट यहीं पर है?
हाँ, यहीं रानिप पे।
कब जाएंगे? कब तक जाना है?
मोदी साहब को देख के।
और क्या इश्यूज है महिलाओं के लिए? क्या इश्यूज है? क्या आप लोगों के लिए?
महिला को बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं मोदी भाई।
पहले मोदी जी को देखेंगे।